Alright, basically, power in context, we were talking about power over someone, like governmental power. So basically, my definition of power is the ability to make someone do what you want them to do. Now, basically, how power really originated is back in Stone Age times when humans were on their own. They needed to band together in groups to be able to effectively survive in the harsh conditions of their environment. And you needed to have someone who was a leader to effectively control this group and to allow them to get food, harvest, be able to survive the winter. And that's where power basically originated. You needed effective leadership, and if your group did not have effective leadership, you would die off natural selection, so therefore, the need for power in human society originated. Now with the introduction of agricultural, it started being bigger and bigger societies, bigger and bigger civilizations, and it started the introduction of civilizations, basically along the three rivers, actually four rivers, the Yellow River in China, the Nile in Africa, and the Tigris and Euphrates in Middle Eastern places. Basically, this started early government. You had dictatorships, monarchies, and it was basically like that for a good long while until right around the 1800s when the French and American Revolution started. And this is where justifications of power started to come into play. Why is power justified, and should I be ruled by you? And power is justified through three sources: ethos, pathos, and logos. Ethos, tradition. Basically, you have a monarchy. You have a king, his son is hereditarily allowed to be the king. Therefore, tradition, it's been that way since ever, and everyone accepts the fact that the king's son is going to be the next king. Therefore, they accept the rule. Pathos basically is emotion, like fear. The dictator has military troops in your house, and you're afraid to get shot. So therefore, you follow his rule, or love. You have extreme love for your leader. I don't know in North Korea, but suppose like what they say, they love their leader. I don't think so, but I think it's both a mix of love and fear. But they love him so much they'll do anything for him. They'll cry in front of millions of people. Basically, using emotion to control your masses. Now, the last one is logos. Basically, it's not really a one-to-one correlation with Aristotle's logos, pathos, and ethos, pathos, and logos, but I'm using it just to clarify. Logos is the people, your subjects. The power ultimately lies within the people. The sovereign power lies within the people. What I mean by this is, say I ask Leonard to give me that can, and if Leonard gives me that can, I have power over Leonard. But if Leonard doesn't give me that can, I have no power over Leonard. Therefore, the power lies within the subjects. If the subjects choose not to do what the authority tells them to do, then the authority has no power. There is no nation without people. So that spawns democracy. Democracy gives the power to the sovereign power, which is the people. Now, you can argue what is the best governmental form based on these justifications of power. You have communism, which goes to extreme logos, extreme sovereignty of the people. Then you have monarchy, the dictatorship, which goes to extreme tradition and pathos. I personally believe that the most extreme and the best form of justifications of power is, in fact, the sovereign power, which rests within the people, yea, democracy. Anyone have any questions? George.
Do you think there is like a balance of power now?
A balance of power? What do you mean by that?
Or do you think it's still one person rules everything, or do you think it's pretty evenly distributed throughout there?
Depends on the country. You have an elite group of people that control, but the justifications of power aren't going to change. The fact is that the subjects have the power. It's just how we choose to allocate that. Now, in America, you have the power elite, which kind of control our government in reality. The rich people lobby the Congress and they get what they want, for the most part. Now you have things like the economy, which the power elite can't touch the economy because the fact that there's so many people that want their jobs and they're starving and they want it. So what the people want, if enough people want what people want, the power is going to go to the people. But for the most part, the power elite control our government. Anyone else have a question?